Good morning, everybody. Nicola here by myself without Lilia. So this morning, I wanted just to see how everyone was doing with the Big Six and give you some exercises that you can add in if you have time. As long as you're doing the Big Six every single morning, that honestly, because you probably weren't doing it before, so the fact that you've added that in is fantastic. But if you do want to go a little bit further with this, I'm going to show you some exercises you can do just to really get that lymphatic system working. Now, at the moment, I'm sitting on a Swiss ball, and there's a girl I follow on Instagram, Leah from Love Your Lymph, and her Instagram is amazing. There's so much information on there. She's really professional and knows her stuff. And she was saying the other day that if you don't have, good morning, Lilia, I made it on without any chaos. So a lot of people will get like a trampoline, like a rebounder, and that really moves the lymph through the body. But if you don't have access to one of those, or if you have any mobility problems with your knees and your ankles, she suggested just using a Swiss ball, and you're still getting that movement. Now, this is also going to really stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system. And this is because what we're doing is we're working with the vestibular system, which will then work with the vagus nerve. So even now, I'm sitting doing this, I have this really beautiful sense of calm within me. So if you do have access to a Swiss ball, this is something you can incorporate in, and you can just sit and watch TV like this, right? So that's another idea for you. Obviously, if you've got a trampoline, use it, just even from a fitness point of view, and fun. Like, this is all supposed to be fun. So the more fun you can make this, the better. But certainly sitting on a Swiss ball or getting a trampoline, or those little rebounders you can get for like maybe £50 off Amazon. And you can then use it to work out as well, get some tunes on, and just have a blast, really. So some of the exercises I'm going to show you this morning, so these are going to really work the lower part of the body. So as we've been saying, your lymphatic system wants to drain through the collarbones. Okay, so let's just start with the Big Six. I've already done mine. I've also done my face this morning, so I'm a little bit red. And next week I'm going to be showing you how to drain the lymph in your face. So we start with the Big Six. And because our calves are so far away, from our collarbones, it's really important that we use them a lot to kind of use it as a pump to get the lymph from the lower part of the body up and draining through these thoracic ducts and then back into the heart. So we're just going through collarbones at the moment. So your 10 rubs, your 10 slaps, in behind the ears, little tiny taps here. Now remember, if there's any area of your body that you don't feel comfortable tapping, like your neck might be a little bit sensitive, just rub extra, okay? And then we're going to do the shoulders. Okay, and then stomach. And again, I think some people might feel uncomfortable, but there's something, you might have some scarring here. This is such an important place to get your lymph moving, especially if you've had any gut problems. I've been doing this a lot. It was my birthday at the weekend, and yeah, I probably wasn't the best in my stomach, so. And then groin. And then back to the knees. Again, if you're doing this, just make sure you're not rounding your back. Make sure you've got a flat back and you're hinging from the hips. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do, I hope this camera can pick this up. So you're going to do your bounces. Now again, I think I said last week, if you can't get right off the floor, that's okay. Just lift your heels. And then you're going to do your 60. I'm not going to go through it just now, but your 16, your 16, 16, 16, 8, 8, 8, 8, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay. Then you're going to take a split stance, bend your front knee, and then with your back leg, you're just going to pump that calf off the floor. So come up on your toes, down on your heels. And if you're not used to doing, some sort of movement like this, hang on to something, maybe have a chair. Just make sure you can keep your balance. Okay, and then you're going to switch. So I would say anything between 25 and 50, depending on your mobility and your time, obviously, as well. Because, a little is better than nothing. Okay, and then the next one you're going to do is you're just going to scissor your legs front and back. No, wardrobe malfunction. Now again, if that's not something that you feel that you can do, just modify it. So just come forward and back, okay, or just leave that one out. Now the next one is just marching with high knees. And when you do this, bring your opposite arm to your opposite leg. Okay, so marching. You're going to do 50 of these. I'm not going to do 50, but just so you get the message. Okay, and then you're going to switch and you're actually going to bring your arm across your body and touch the knee. Okay, the lymphatic system loves cross-body movement. Okay, and then the next one we're going to do after that, again, I would do 50 of them, is you're going to come into a lunge position again, or just split your legs, okay? And this time you're going to bring your arms behind you and then up, okay? So you can simply just have your hands, clap your hands behind you and then at the front. But you can also progress this to clap your hands behind, in front, behind, and then come up a level, behind, come up a level, okay? And then work your way back down. Again, you want to make sure that you're working with your mobility here, okay? So if you have any shoulder problems, just see if you can modify, or just go back to simply jumping up and down or bouncing on a Swiss ball, okay? And then you're going to turn and do the other side just the same. Let me see what my last one was. Okay, so again, if you feel you can do this, jumping jacks. This is going to get you going in the morning. Okay, but again, if you feel you can't do that, you can bring a leg out and arms up, leg out, arms up, leg out, arms up, and do it like that. If you have got more energy, you're jumping jacks. Okay, so even if you only pick a couple of them, it's still going to get things moving. Even if you exercise a lot, if you already cycle, if you already go to the gym, if you already do exercise classes, it doesn't necessarily mean that your lymphatic system is going to be working until you start opening these bottleneck points in your lymphatic system. Now, some people might feel that they don't, they're not particularly feeling better after even doing the big 6. And that might be because your lymphatic system is so backed up that you do need someone to come in and actually work on it manually, okay? But if you do the big 6 and get your body moving, then, it should be something that with time will start to flow much more freely. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to show you how to body brush, because when I see a lot of stuff on YouTube, everybody's talking about, the body brush towards the heart, but really we want a body brush towards these bottleneck points, okay? And you'll feel more invigorated. It's a perfect way to start your day. It's really good for your skin. But I'm going to go over that in more detail, and then next week I'm going to show you how you can actually work the face and the neck, okay? And that will bring a more youthful glow, as you can see from my big red tomato face this morning, because I was going at it at 6:30 this morning with my little brush. So if everyone wants to, next week, give you plenty of time, either an old toothbrush, and the reason I'm saying that is, you can go online and you can buy really expensive, like lymphatic brushes for the face or the body, but honestly, a toothbrush, an old toothbrush, put it in the dishwasher, but if you're going to buy one, just make sure it's got really soft bristles, like really soft, because the skin on our face is really quite delicate, and then I'll show you how you can drain your face next week. But tomorrow, 7:30, I'm going to show you how to actually body brush your whole body, okay? And then that can be something you can incorporate, and I wouldn't recommend doing it every single day, but maybe 1 to 3 times a week, but I'll go over the reasons for that tomorrow. Okay, let me see. Awesome. Okay, well, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Thank you so much, Lilia, for giving me the keys to the candy store, giving me my login. The mischievous part of me last night was like, what kind of fun can I have? But yeah, I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Make sure you get your big 6 done. Let me see if anyone wants to comment about any of those exercises. If I can, I'll get back to you. I'm just getting ready to go to work. And yeah, I've got a really busy day. So delighted, apart from this rain, which I just wish would just go away. But as Lilia says, no complaining, blaming or shaming. Have a beautiful day, everybody.